I've been trying to record a video ever since I uploaded my last video, and it hasn't been going very well. I feel like my depression is pretty bad at the moment, even though I may not fully realize it yet. I say this because instead of feeling really sad or instead of feeling down all the time and not necessarily hopeful, I don't feel that. I just feel empty. I feel like something's missing. And I didn't know what to make. I have a few ideas for videos that I would like to make, but I feel like they require focus. They require some time to research. They require somewhat of a script or at least some sort of outline. And I have written some stuff up for a few videos, but every time I sit down to record in the little bit of time that I do have to record, I keep stuttering, I keep messing up. I don't know how to start. And I think that's because I don't have a vision of what I want to accomplish. Before, when I would be passionate about something, I would just be able to see it through the end, like in my head. I can envision the start, the middle, and the end. And I just can't do that anymore. Right now I'm recording, and this is my one and only take. I haven't done a take earlier today. I finally got my room to myself, so if you don't know, even though I'm 25 and live in my parents' garage, I still share my room with someone else, so I don't have a lot of privacy. It's pretty late right now. I'm gonna go to bed soon, but I guess this is really the only time that I have to record. Depression has been kicking my ass for a few years. Well, I say a few years, more like a decade, if not more. And when I think I have a grasp on it, like when I think I understand what's happening and how I feel, it just changes. It warps into something even uglier, even worse, even more dark, and you never feel like you catch up to how you feel. Your emotions are just on a roller coaster, but this roller coaster is just going down and down and down deep, and you don't know how to get out of it. I've been dealing with depression ever since I was basically a tween, around the age of 12. That's also around the same time I started dealing with anxiety. Depression is very tricky to navigate because, like I said, it's very unpredictable. There are ways that I cope, such as, having people around me that I can talk to and express myself to them. And I have had therapy in the past. I've had two separate therapists, and, when I did have access to that, it was nice, but I feel like that's just not enough anymore. I am so glad that I have the opportunity to express myself to someone else and have them understand and, at the very least, listen to what I have to say. But I think I want to do something about it. I want to do something more about it. I'm already on medication, but I may have to increase it. I might have to speak with my doctor and see, or try another one out, or I don't know. There are a few things I can do, such as starting up an exercise routine like I used to do a couple years ago. I feel like when I was 21, 22 years old is when I was working out a lot. I was in pretty good shape, but I just felt great. I would wake up and I would feel so light on my feet. I felt like my age. I felt young. I felt like strong, but not just physically, but mentally. I was so much more clearer. I felt like I had a clear drive. I would wake up, I'd be able to focus on some things. And sure, I was going through a lot at that time, but I feel like being productive wasn't an issue. But now, I don't know what happened in the recent year or two that's been, but I just can't be productive the way I used to be. And besides having potential ADHD, I feel like the depression is really holding me back. This video may not be very long, but I think that's okay. Because the one thing I want to do, at the very least, is just upload content. Obviously that's easier said than done, but I want to do this because I want to sort of see my progress as I go through this mental health, I guess, quote unquote journey, even though I hate saying that. I do wish I started this like several years earlier. just so I can see how much I've progressed and how much I've improved over time, because I've come a very long way. But of course, you don't know that, since this is only my second video that I've been uploading in recent time. But I am proud of myself, and I've been in darker situations before. This is not my worst. This is not my lowest. I've been in situations where I truly thought there was no way out, and even then, I managed to get through it. So really, this video is for me, just like the last one, and maybe the next one will be just for me. But if you're listening and you can relate, or you just simply find this fascinating, well, thank you for listening. So basically, I just wanted to get on here and record myself, how I feel at the moment. I will be working tomorrow morning, although I feel like I'm going to have another sleepless night coming up. Just because even though I'm physically somewhat tired because I did go on a long walk today, I'm just not in the right mind space to relax, I guess. I keep, kicking my feet, and I keep getting out of my chair and walking around the house, sitting down for 5 minutes, and then get up again, do the same thing, and it's just really annoying. But I said, you know what, screw it, I gotta get this done. It's been over a week since I've done anything. I mean, I have been recording gameplay footage, because I've been experimenting with, the different settings I can record in, and HDR. If you are watching this on a 4K TV or something that has HDR enabled, then hopefully you can appreciate the footage. But just sitting down and recording my voice, just recording what I want to say, is the hardest part. I just find it really hard to sit down and record. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to record. I will find a way. I don't know how just yet, but I'll figure it out. So yeah, thank you for listening.